equals
4. 7 times 4.
40 times 7
4 times
is, what's 4 times 7?
28.
And then add a 0. Okay. And then I could do what? Last step? Divide by 5. But do you see how I did multiply by 7 and I did divide by 5? So this idea is just doing those both at once. You don't have to, but it sure is a nice thing to do. It makes it quicker. So when I divide by 5, I get, I think it's 56.
So both ways we'll get the same answer.
Yes. So let's try it again. The shortcut. So the shortcut, what's the reciprocal of that?
7 over 5.
7 over 5. So we multiply by 7, divide by 5. Let's see what that says. Multiply by 7, like we did. Divide by 5, like we did. But now I'm just doing it all at once, and of course I better do it over here, or else I'm all screwed. You can put that over 1 if you want to. Over here is nice. And 5 goes into 40.
8.
And 8 times 7.
56.
Kick ass. Right? Yes.
Can you give us one where the denominator on the reciprocal side isn't even? Or is it always?
You mean like there's a fraction over there too?
No, because you know how like right there 2 goes into 48. And
Oh yeah. Sure. The great thing is, if I give you one, sure. Let me just make up numbers without thinking. 11 over 12x equals 5.
Okay.
Right? Damn it. So what's the shortcut here that we know now? Multiply by 12 over 11, because that will cancel these, right? And I better at the same time put that over 1. So your point is, all right, Jeff, I'm on to your shit. You give us problems that make it easy. This is not what you said, but just pretend. Give us problems that it's all easy when you do it, and then we're going to have all these shitty problems. But look, I don't care. Nothing cancels. Who cares? That's actually beautiful. What's 5 times 12? 60. Over? 11. Done. Yeah. So actually you can argue that there's less work there. I don't have that extra step of reducing shit. Do you understand the question? It was, because yeah, I made problems where they reduced. Just to remind you that's what you want to do first. But if they don't, who cares? You just multiply. You're done. Next. Yes?
If we were to simplify that further, would it be...
Oh, so you want to make it a mixed number? Mixed number?
What do you want for quizzes and such?
I could say either way. So in case I say a mixed number, how do I make this into a mixed number? You want to see something cool? You're like, from you? I don't know. 11 does not go into 60, but 11 does go into what? Right below 60. You can do it. 55. What is 60? 55 plus 60 is 55 plus 5. Did I make a different problem? No, it's the same number, right? Right? What's 55 divided by 11?
5.
And what's 5 divided by 11? I don't frickin' know. 5 and 5 11s. Yes? Now, of course, you could do 11 into 65 times with 5 left over, right? That's where that comes from. But this actually is kind of cool. You can see where the leftover, this is the part that 11 goes into, and this is the leftover shit. It's kind of a nice way to think about it. You don't have to think the word shit if you don't like cussing. Okay. I did have somebody get offended at me one semester. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Damn. All right. Is that all right? Anything else that I missed? We're going to do some more. Don't get too excited. I'm not going to let you out early. Not today, anyway. Okay. Anything else related to this that's in your brains at the moment? You can ask any question. If I think it's not appropriate, I'm not going to answer. Yes?
I was just going to say that basic equation practice you list A, B, C, and D.
So, I'm sorry.
On this, you list A, B, C, D.
A, B, C, D. Oh, did we skip those? Yeah, we did. At this point, I'm hoping. So if you look at A, B, C, D on this, you're right, because we had just done a bunch like that. But let's look at those real quick. The nice thing about those first 4 problems is they each only have one thing happening. There's just one step and I'm done. So of course, how do I solve that bad boy? Yeah. So be really, really careful. You wish that 2 debts canceled each other out. Oh my God. Things would have been so different for me. Get 1 credit card, get a second one, and suddenly my debt cancels. No. That's not what happens, kids. Don't listen to that. -3 minus 7 is even more negative. So now it's -10. Yep. But I still get people telling me that's 10. It's only if you multiply. What about part B? So this is where people get a little confused. I don't want you, I never want you to do this, but I want to show you how this is exactly what I've been saying. Some people say the operation is addition, so I should have to subtract it. Yes, you're right. What do you subtract? You subtract -5. Well, that's a shitty way to write what you know will kill this. What will kill the -5? +5. Isn't that what -5 is? Okay, so either way you look at it, it's right, but this is a better way to look at it. So I better add 5 over there. I get x equals no way. So do you notice one big thing here that sometimes people gloss over is the format you write this in. Some of us are so mean to ourselves. I get people do stuff like this. Okay, how, right? I get people that do this. There's stuff. Let's put some of that shit together, and then I write the answer. But how in the world, if you follow, this is not what comes, is it? What if you follow this, what happens? -12 plus x equals 0. You haven't solved for x yet. You can see that. So part of the problem is a lot of people don't realize how important the format is to what you're doing. It tries to keep you straight as to who goes where and what's happening. If you don't pay attention to the format, you're going to make mistakes like that. So doing something quickly doesn't make any sense if you're going to have to redo it because you make too many mistakes. It doesn't make any damn sense. Okay, maybe. What's up?
I was just going to ask if du is x equals 21.
Yes. Let's get there. Let's see. What about part C? What was C? Yeah, it was -12x. What would we do here?
Division.
Yeah, divide because this is times. And what is 48 divided by -12? -4. Kick ass. And then D, you already gave it away for us, but how'd you get that?
Flipped the reciprocal, is that the way you say it?
Yes, so you can multiply by
7.
7, even over 1 if you want to, but yeah, so times 7, die.
21.
21. Kick ass. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
I just do it. Why don't you assume I can do it? I do it like that.
Oh, of course, because. Let me write C again. So let me ask you a series of questions. Why is the x not by itself? What's with it? What's with the x? Why is the x not by itself? -12. What is the -12 doing to the x? What's the operation? What's -12 what x?
12 times x.
Times. So how do you kill what you don't want? The opposite operation is divide.
Divide.
And this is what I was talking about earlier. Don't look at the negative. That's not the operation. That's just the number. The number's -12. What's it doing to the x? Multiply.
Multiply.
How do I kill it? Divide. If you do this, these are not even like terms. What's -12x plus 12? You can't put those together. They're not like terms. Yeah. So you got to divide to kill it. By you. Yes.
Can you do the problems on 2.2?
Sure.
It's number 84.
What's it say?
It's -19m equals -586.
Oh yeah, so this is just that's it, right? You know what to do. It's just the gross numbers, right? So what do you do? How do you get m by itself? Divide it by? negative 19. M equals, the negatives cancel, is that right? And then it's just a matter of dividing that. Yeah.
But you want us to show the log division, like the whole process? Let's see, like doing it.
Only in chapter 1. Chapter 1 was like a review of 88. This is an example of a problem. I would let you use a calculator, but you'd have to show me the solving the equation steps. So in this one, you could use a calculator. Yeah. So, I don't know.
I don't like log division.
Yeah, that actually doesn't even go in evenly, does it? 586 divided by 19 is 30 point. Really? Okay.
That's what I got.
Okay.
Might be wrong.
Yeah. All right. So if the instruction didn't say to leave it as a decimal or fraction, you could actually leave it like that. Is 19 prime? Does 19 have anything that goes in it? So it's prime. So, and it just doesn't go in. So there's no reducing this bad boy. If this doesn't have a 19 in it, it won't reduce because 19 doesn't even have any parts to it that it could cancel.
But if you do that on the test, is it wrong?
Only if I say leave answers as decimals or something. I like it. If I don't say how to leave your answer. Now, with that said, if this was reducible, I don't care what I say. You reduce it. That's just a part of the whole thing, isn't it? Whenever you have a reducible fraction, you reduce it. Kick ass. Woohoo! We made it.
Can you do 105?
Yes. And then I got one more question.
Mine was just for quiz tomorrow.
Yes, what about?
Is it for the full duration of class?
No. So the quiz should end up being about, at most, 7 questions or so. So I normally give you about 25 minutes at most.
Beginning class, end class?
Beginning of class, yeah. Because if I put a lot of crap in there, you're going to be like brain fried. Here's a quiz, yay.
And you said no calculators?
Oh, on the first quiz. And remember, part of the first test, no calculator either. So what's the 105? Who asked that question? Yes?
Negative 205 equals 1/10A.
Okay. So you're trying to solve for A. So what do you have to do to get A by itself? No? Now we know better. When I have a fractional coefficient, I kill it by multiplying by the reciprocal. And now watch. You could divide by 1/10. Does that look nice?
No.
But do you see how it does cancel? What's dividing by 1/10? Times the reciprocal. That's really another place to see why multiplying by reciprocal makes sense. So if I multiply by 10, what happens? Die, and then you can reduce the side. Is that cool? No? Yes? I love that non-answer. Is that? You can reduce this side, right? And you're done, because now you have the A by itself. Yeah. And you gotta, sorry?
We multiply 5 to
You do 5 into 10 times negative 2.
times.
Did you have a question? Or
Can you finish that problem? That's not negative 20 over 5, which would be negative 4?
maybe it is. I just took what somebody told me.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're doing the problem?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You could do that, or you could do 5 into 10 is 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Right? Either way you do it, it's going to come out to negative 4. What's up? I'm sorry. What happened? So again, I'm trying to get A by itself, right? There's a fraction multiplying by the A. We now have a process to kill it, multiplied by the reciprocal. And the reciprocal of 1/10 is beautiful. It's good old 10. So if I multiply both sides by 10, it cancels there. And then this side, you can do whatever you want to. Negative 20 divided by 5, like you said. Negative 4. Anything you do, you get negative 4. I love you guys. All right, that's enough, I think. If you have another question, you can come up and ask me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget quiz. What's up?